Have you noticed it? The grandmother trap. The moment we hit 60, the fashion world starts trying to dress us in oversized linens and muted beiges, like we're supposed to just blend into the wallpaper. We go from being the main character to the lady in the background. Well, I'm over it, and I bet you are too. Here is the secret the luxury brands don't want you to know. Elegance is a formula, not a price tag. You don't need a $400 silk blouse to look like you own the gallery. You need the right silhouette, the right collar, and the right confidence. Today I'm showing you 10 blouses that act like an instant glow-up, erasing the tired look and replacing it with timeless, all without breaking your retirement fund. We're going to cover the blouse that acts like a neck lift, the color that makes your skin look like it's lit from within, and the one specific cut that gives you an hourglass shape even if you haven't seen one since the 90s. This isn't just a shopping list. It's a masterclass in how to wear them so people stop saying you look good for your age and start saying, where did you get that outfit? This is Elegant After 60, and if you're ready to stop hiding and start haunting the dreams of your local boutique owners with how fabulous you look, let's dive into blouse number 1. 1. The architectural white button-down. If your current white shirt feels like a uniform or makes you look like you're heading to a PTA meeting in 1994, it's because it lacks architecture. At 60, gravity is a thing, right? We need clothes that fight back. A crisp, structured collar acts like a frame for your face. It literally draws the eye upward, sharpening your jawline and brightening your complexion better than any highlighter could. Look for a shirt where the collar stays up. If it flops over, it makes you look tired. You want to stand in the collar that keeps it crisp. Avoid thin, see-through cotton. You want a heavy poplin. It hides the texture of the skin and doesn't cling to midsection rolls. A curved shirt-tail hem is your best friend. It elongates the leg when left out, but doesn't add bulk when tucked in. Flip the back of the collar up slightly, but keep the front points down. It creates a V shape that elongates the neck. Don't just fold the sleeves, unbutton them. Flip the cuff back once all the way to the elbow, and then fold the bottom part of the sleeve up over it. This shows off your forearms, which usually stay toned and elegant at any age, and adds a cool girl energy. Tuck only the front center inch into your trousers. This defines your waist without highlighting the hips, giving you a structured silhouette that feels effortless. You don't need to spend $200 at a high-end boutique. Go to the men's section of a thrift store or a budget retailer like Uniqlo. Look for a 100% Supima cotton men's dress shirt. The quality of the cotton is often higher for the price. Buy it one size up and have a local tailor shorten the sleeves and add 2 darts in the back. For $15 plus $10 in tailoring, you have a shirt that looks like it costs $300. 2. The Luminous Satin blouse. Have you ever noticed how some women just seem to radiate? It's not always a $500 serum. Usually, it's what they're wearing near their face. Satin has this magical ability to bounce light back onto your skin, softening the appearance of fine lines and shadows under the eyes. But the fear is real. Will I look like I'm wearing my pajamas to lunch? The answer is no. Not if we play with contrast. Avoid thin, clingy polyester satin that shows every lump and bump. Look for a heavyweight satin or a hammered silk texture. It should drape like liquid, not stick like plastic. Look for luster, not high shine. We want a soft, pearlescent glow, not a disco ball glare. The jewel tone advantage. This is where you ditch the beige. Go for rich navy, digital lavender, or a deep emerald. These colors in a satin finish make your eyes pop and your hair look more vibrant. To keep it from looking like sleepwear, pair it with something hard or structured. Think dark wash, straight leg denim, or a sharp wool blazer. The contrast between the soft silk and the rugged denim says sophisticated, not bedtime. If you're worried about your neck, don't hide it in a turtleneck. Choose a cowl neck or a soft tie neck. The draped fabric creates shadows and movement that distract the eye and add a romantic French girl elegance. Satin can look slippery. Ground it with a chunky watch or a structured gold cuff. It adds a bit of weight to the look that screams expensive. Number 3. The soft V-wrap blouse. Let's be honest. Many of us reach a point where we feel like a rectangle. We lose the curve and start reaching for tents to hide our midsection. But here's the fashion truth. Hiding under fabric actually makes you look larger. The soft V-wrap is the secret weapon because it creates a focal point at the narrowest part of your torso, right under the bust, giving you an hourglass shape even if you haven't seen one in years. Look for blouses that are sewn in the wrap position or have a sturdy side tie. True wrap shirts can sometimes gape open at the chest, which is the opposite of elegant. A faux wrap gives you the look without the wardrobe malfunction. You want a matte jersey or a soft crepe fabric. These fabrics skid over the tummy rather than clinging to it. Look for a 3/4 sleeve. By showing the wrist, you highlight the thinnest part of your arm, which balances the volume of the wrap. The V should hit just above the cleavage line. This creates a vertical line that elongates the neck and draws the eye up and down, making you look taller and leaner. If you're self-conscious about your tummy, look for a wrap blouse with a slight peplum or a flared hem. The wrap cinches the top and the flare hides the lower belly. It's magic. Pair a solid colored wrap blouse with a matching trouser color. This column of color trick, combined with the wrap's diagonal lines, creates a sophisticated high-end look that screams boutique owner. Wrap blouses are a staple at places like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, or even Old Navy. The trick to making a $25 wrap blouse look like $150? Check the tie. Often, budget blouses come with a cheap, thin string tie. Cut it off. Replace it with a beautiful silk ribbon or even a slim leather belt you already own. It instantly elevates the entire garment from fast fashion to custom couture. Number 4. The modern linen tunic. We've all seen it. The linen tunic that looks like a literal potato sack. At 60, we love linen because it's cool and natural, but if it lacks shape, it adds 20 pounds in 10 years. The modern version isn't about hiding your body. It's about draping it. When you wear linen correctly, you don't look like you're trying too hard. You look like you've already arrived. Avoid tissue-thin linen that wrinkles the second you look at it. Look for a linen viscose blend. The viscose adds a heavy drape that resists those deep, stubborn accordion wrinkles and hangs beautifully off the shoulders. Look for a high-low hem or side slits. This breaks up the horizontal line across your widest part, the hips, and allows for movement so the fabric doesn't box you in. Opt for a mandarin collar or a deep notched neck. It keeps the tunic from looking like a t-shirt and adds a touch of global sophistication. If your tunic is long, your pants must be slim. Pair a voluminous linen top with tapered ankle trousers or straight-leg white denim. This prevents the walking tent effect. Linen looks best when it looks lived in. Push the sleeves up to the elbow to show off your forearms and a stack of gold bangles. This adds intentionality to the relaxed fabric. Ground the lightness of linen with hard accessories. A structured leather crossbody bag or a pair of pointed toe flats takes the outfit from beach cover-up to lunch at the bistro. Linen can be expensive, but here is my favorite thrift store secret: the men's linen section. Men's linen shirts are often built with better quality, thicker flax. Buy a men's large or XL, wear it as an oversized tunic, and belt it with a slim tan leather belt. It creates a designer boutique silhouette for about $8. Also, if you hate ironing, buy a crinkle linen. It's supposed to look wrinkled, so you can skip the steamer entirely. Number 5. The poet sleeve or puff shoulder. Have you ever noticed how a blazer makes you stand taller? It's the shoulder structure, but we don't always want to wear a heavy jacket. Enter the poet sleeve. By adding just a hint of volume at the shoulder or the cuff, we create an illusion of strength and lift. It's the fashion equivalent of pulling your shoulders back and lifting your chin. It says, "I'm here and I'm in charge." You aren't looking for 1980s dynasty shoulder pads. Look for a gathered seam right at the shoulder bone. This creates a crisp corner that defines your frame. A true elegant poet sleeve starts with volume, but finishes with a long, slim cuff. This contrast is what makes it look expensive and designer rather than like a costume. Choose a structured cotton like poplin for a sharper look, or a soft chiffon for a romantic art gallery vibe. Because you have volume on top, you must keep the bottom half slim. Pair this with a pencil skirt or slim leg trousers. This creates an inverted triangle shape that makes your waist and hips look significantly smaller. Since the sleeves are the stars of the show, keep your neckline clean. A simple boat neck or a high crew neck works best. Avoid massive scarves that will compete with the drama of the shoulders. Since this look is regal, go for a bold stud earring or a sleek gold hoop. Avoid long dangling earrings that might get tangled in the volume of the shoulder. The poet sleeve is a huge trend right now, which means you can find inspired versions at places like H&M, Target, or even Amazon. Number 6. The vertical striped confidence shirt. There's a reason CEOs and bankers have worn stripes for a century. They command respect. But for us, the vertical stripe is about geometry. It's the oldest trick in the book because it works. It creates a continuous line from your shoulder to your hip that tricks the eye into seeing height and slimness. At 60, we don't want to look like we're trying to be teenagers. We want to look like we're in charge of the room. This blouse is your I mean business uniform. Avoid pinstripes, too corporate, or awning stripes, too much like a beach umbrella. Look for a Bengal stripe, about 1/8 of an inch wide. It's visible enough to work its magic, but subtle enough to remain elegant. A white base with a rich navy, sky blue, or even a deep burgundy stripe is classic. Avoid high contrast black and white, which can look a bit referee on camera. Look for a cotton sateen or a silk blend. You want a slight sheen so the stripes look expensive and crisp, not like a rough dish towel. Never button this shirt all the way to the chin. Leave the top 2 buttons undone to create a secondary V neckline. This adds even more verticality and prevents the shirt from looking stuffy. Wear the striped shirt unbuttoned over a solid colored camisole that matches your trousers, e.g. navy cami, navy pants. The striped shirt acts like a long vertical frame that slices your silhouette in half, making you look inches narrower. Tuck just the very front into your belt line and let the back hang long. This shows where your waist is, but keeps the masking effect over the hips and backside. You can find these in the business casual section of any thrift store, usually for under $10. But here is the secret to making a thrifted striped shirt look like high-end Ralph Lauren: the collar stay. If the collar is floppy, the confidence disappears. You can buy adhesive collar stays for a few dollars online. Stick them under the collar points, and suddenly that $5 shirt has the structure of a $200 designer piece. Number 7. The jewel tone mock neck. As we age, we often get a little self-conscious about our neck area, and the instinct is to hide it under a heavy turtleneck. But here's the problem. A thick turtleneck can swallow your chin and make you look like a floating head. The mock neck is the elegant middle ground. It provides coverage, but because it stops an inch or two below the jaw, it actually creates a shadow that makes your jawline look sharper and your neck look longer. It's a chic architectural frame for your most important feature, your smile. This is not the time for beige or gray. Think royal emerald, rich amethyst, or deep ruby. These saturated colors reflect a healthy glow onto your skin, acting like an instant anti-fatigue filter. Look for a fine gauge knit or a silk jersey blend. You want it to skim the body, not squeeze it. If the fabric is too thin, it shows every undergarment line. If it's too thick, it adds bulk. Ensure the neck has enough structure to stand on its own without slouching. A floppy mock neck looks messy. A crisp one looks couture. For the ultimate expensive look, pair your jewel tone blouse with trousers or a skirt in a slightly different shade of the same color. This tonal dressing is a favorite of European royalty. It's elongating and incredibly high-end. Because the neckline is high and clean, this is the perfect time for a bold clip-on or stud earring. Avoid necklaces that compete with the neckline. Let the color of the blouse be the backdrop for a beautiful pair of pearls or gold knots. Always tuck this blouse in, even if it's just a half tuck, because the neck is high. Leaving the hem long can make you look like a column. Tucking defines your proportions. You can find high-quality mock necks at places like Uniqlo, look for their merino wool, or even Amazon Essentials. Number 8. The romantic lace detail blouse. Sometimes we don't want to look sharp or corporate. We want to look soft. But at our age, soft can easily turn into faded. The secret to wearing lace at 60 is to treat the fabric as your jewelry. You aren't trying to look like a Victorian doll. You're using the intricate patterns of the lace to add interest to your outfit so you don't have to over-accessorize. It's about looking delicate, but with a modern edge. Stay away from thin, scratchy nylon lace. It looks cheap and catches on everything. Look for guipure lace, thicker embroidered style, or cotton eyelet. These have a weight to them that feels intentional and expensive. You don't need a full lace shirt. Look for lace along the sleeves, or a lace yoke near the collar. This provides the romantic feel, while the rest of the blouse remains in a solid, flattering fabric like crepe or cotton. Ensure the body of the blouse has a built-in lining or is thick enough that your undergarments aren't the star of the show. Elegance is all about what you don't reveal. This is the golden rule. If your blouse is tender, lace, ruffles, soft white, your bottoms should be tough. Pair a white lace blouse with distressed-free dark denim or olive cargo trousers. The contrast keeps you looking now and prevents the outfit from looking like a costume. Always wear a bra that matches your skin tone, not the color of the blouse. A white bra under a white lace blouse actually screams for attention. A nude bra disappears, letting the lace detail shine. Try an all-black lace look. A black lace blouse with black trousers is incredibly slimming, sophisticated, and perfect for a dinner date or an evening event. Lace is one of the easiest things to find in the clearance section because people are often afraid of it. Number 9. The mixed media knit blouse. At this stage of life, we have zero patience for itchy fabrics or restrictive seams, but we also don't want to show up to brunch in a gym shirt. The mixed media blouse is a cheat code. Usually, it has a soft, stretchy jersey back, the comfort, and a crisp silk or woven front, the class. It looks like a high-end blouse from the front, but it moves with you like a t-shirt. It's the ultimate stealth wealth item. Ensure the front panel is a matte silk, satin, or high-quality crepe. This is the part people see under a blazer or cardigan. Look for a back panel made of modal or Pima cotton. These fabrics are breathable and won't pill after 2 washes. The most important rule, the knit back and the woven front must match perfectly in color. If the whites are slightly different, it looks like a mistake. If they match, it looks like a $200 designer hybrid. This is the best blouse to wear under a blazer. Because the back is knit, you don't get that stuffed feeling in the arms or the bunching of fabric across your shoulder blades. Wear it with your favorite premium leggings or slim-fit joggers and a pair of pointed-toe loafers. The blouse elevates the athleisure into leisure chic. Since the blouse is simple, add a long silk scarf or a multi-strand gold necklace. It fills the visual space and makes the simple knit look intentional. These are staples at places like Chico's, J. Jill, or Ann Taylor, and they go on sale constantly. But if you want to save, look for t-shirts with woven fronts at discount stores. Number 10. The bold geometric print. We've been told for years that as we get older, we should stick to small, safe florals. I'm here to tell you that small florals can often look dainty, or, let's be honest, a bit like kitchen curtains. If you want to look young and modern, go big and bold. A geometric print, think stripes, circles, or abstract blocks, creates a visual energy that small patterns just can't match. It says you're sophisticated, worldly, and you still have an edge. Look for prints where the pattern is at least the size of your palm. Larger prints are more modern and less busy on the eye than tiny, repeating patterns. To keep it elegant and not clownish, look for a print that uses only 2 or 3 colors: black, cream, navy gold, or chocolate sky blue. This keeps the focus on the shape of the print, rather than a chaotic rainbow. Ensure the blouse has a simple silhouette, a basic crew neck or a sharp V-neck. Let the print do the talking. You don't need ruffles or extra buttons here. When the blouse is loud, the trousers must be silent. Pair a bold print with your most structured, solid-colored neutral pants. This anchors the look and ensures you're wearing the shirt, rather than the shirt wearing you. Throw a solid-colored blazer or a long cardigan over the print. This frames the geometric pattern in the center of your torso, which is incredibly slimming and keeps the bold print from being overwhelming. Skip the patterned scarves or busy necklaces. A single oversized gold-linked necklace or a pair of architectural earrings is all you need. None of these blouses are magic. The magic is you. At 60, 70, or 80, you aren't fading out. You are simply stepping into your most refined chapter. These clothes are just the tools to help the rest of the world see the vibrancy you already feel on the inside. You've spent decades taking care of everyone else. It is officially time to have a little fun with your reflection. So, I have a challenge for you today. Go into your closet, Find that one safe blouse you wear because it hides everything, and let it go. Replace it with just one of these 10 silhouettes we talked about today. I want you to tell me in the comments, which of these 10 is calling your name? Is it the architectural white or that luminous satin? If you enjoyed this masterclass, hit that like button. It tells YouTube that elegant women over 60 deserve to be seen. And if you want more secrets on how to look like $1 million on a retired budget, make sure you're subscribed. This is Elegant After 60, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay fabulous.